Okay, good morning. Welcome to St. Stephen's Preschool. My name is Miss Leslie and I'm the preschool director here at St. Stephen's. I'm going to take you around to show you our school. We'll go back to one of the classrooms. We have 4 classrooms in our school and we break them up by age group. We start accepting children at 2.5 and we go up till they're ready for kindergarten. So we just break them up into the different classrooms depending on their age. We'll start in our older 3-year-old classroom. But as you see in the classroom, all our classrooms are set up the same. They all have the same centers in them. We do different things in each classroom depending on the child's development. This is classroom 5. When you're in this room, we have a maximum of 18 children and we always have 2 teachers in the room. So when they come to the school, we're here from 9 until noon for regular school hours. Early hours, they can come as early as 8 and they can stay as late as 2 o'clock. But when they're here from 9 to 12, they spend an hour inside, an hour outside, and the 3rd hour they split among the morning with various circle times. They start with the morning circle time, they have a circle time where a book is read to them, they have a circle time where they do body movement and music, and they do sit down and eat formal snack. So when they're inside the classroom, they come in and they start and put their things in their cubby. Every child has a cubby with their name on it. They start to learn name recognition with that. All their belongings go there and any information that needs to be sent home to mom and dad. When they're in the classroom, they will rotate among the centers in the classroom depending on their interest level. So as you can see here, we've got all our rug toys and a nice rug area for them to utilize them. Over here we have a puzzle table. And we do have a bit of a science center. So depending on the time of the year, today we've got some tadpoles in there that look like they've started sprouting some legs, but we are also doing silkworms right now. And we do a lot of growing projects too, and in the springtime to get an idea of how the plants start from seeds and then grow into the plant itself. Here we have our art table, or what we call our cut and color table. In the 3-year-old room, we have a lot of our art supplies. Because this is an older 3-year-old room, we are starting to do some of the letters. So we will have some sight words. We're working on the letters X and Y this week. When you get into the 4-year-old classrooms, they also have the art table, but we make it partially a writing center. They'll have a lot more sight words, and they'll have the alphabet letters on the table as the children are getting ready to write for kindergarten. Over here is our pretend play and dress up area, housekeeping area. Here we have our 2 craft tables. We're going to have one table that you can see here that's going to help get their hand muscle strengthened. So today we're working with magnets. So they're going to work the thumb and forefinger, putting those together. And then we've got a little bit of creative play with the house, but also fitting it into the Lego bits there. And then on the other table, we're going to have an art, cooking, or science project. So today it looks like we're painting. And this is where a lot of the learning is going to go on when they're in the classroom. They'll do, when they're doing art, of course, they're going to get used to the hand-eye coordination. They're going to be using different instruments, like today they're using the paintbrush. They get to learn that when they press down harder, they make a bolder stroke. If they have lighter pressure on their instrument, they get a lighter stroke. So they start to learn that trade-off, which helps with writing. When they're doing cooking projects, we bring in a lot of math into that, a lot of whole part relationships. We get the actual measuring, which also when we do our planting of seeds, we measure that, also get those numbers in. When they're doing their painting, it looks like they've got several colors out today. They'll also learn some science with that. When 2 colors blend together, they get a 3rd color. And then of course when we're doing science projects, we're going to talk about hypothesis, what we think will happen, what actually happened, and why we think that happened. So we do a lot of things here in the this craft table to use their thinking skills, use those mind skills, and get them thinking about things. And then again in room 5, they have a little bit more science. Their silkworms and their hermit crabs, and it flows over from the other table over there that we had some tadpoles on. And so this is the room 5 area. Like I said, they do rotate among the centers again with where their interest lies. But as they're here and you look around the classroom, everything that's put out in this classroom is something that's going to get the child ready for kindergarten and beyond. So even though it may look like a lot of playthings, even with the rug toys, they start to learn cooperative play. They start to learn taking turns. They learn sharing. In this classroom, we have, the children have even done it themselves. They have a timer, so they flip the sand timer over to give each other turns, so they work those things out on their own. In the housekeeping, you know, they work out problems, things that may be going on in their household, in their head, they can work those out in the housekeeping area. So everything that's out here is planned by the teacher to have some specific purpose for the child's development. And things rotate on a monthly, weekly, daily basis, depending on the interest level of the children and what we're trying to accomplish that day. So thank you for coming by. We can take a later tour out in our outdoor yard, because like I said, we do spend some time in the outdoor play yard, and we'll show you around there and the different things that the children do when they're out in that yard. You're welcome to come and visit St. Stephen's Preschool and take a personal tour for yourself. Every Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. we do have tours that go through the school, or if you'd like to set up another time, give us a call. The number is 818-360-7330. Looking forward to meeting you and your child.